We live.
Huh?
We live.
Live right now?
Yeah, we want to
You're welcome to Respect the Blackout podcast. You know, we're live from it. Okay, you got to help me with the pronunciation. You got to make sure I do it right. Missouri Kabila. Missouri. That's I had to make sure we NK Swingers. We're live at the NK Swingers event right now. Thank you for everybody tapping in. We're live on YouTube. If you waited just a second, we're gonna have the NK Swingers in here with us, and then we're gonna have Miss Ariana Starr. So just stay tuned and lock in with Respect the Blackout. So we're on live YouTube right now. Y'all pop in whenever y'all like. So we're gonna bring on. So we're gonna bring on NK Swingers now. NK Swingers is coming in to sit in with us. You got the
No, which one?
Appreciate you guys. Let's see, right? Locked in. Yes, sir.
Silent my notifications real quick.
Let's see. Yeah, fix the boobage. Yeah, you gotta adjust them. These motherfuckers do what they want to do.
Capture the video. Check the video. Yes, sir. All right, welcome to Respect the Blackout podcast live with NK Swingers. Thank you guys for joining the show. Thank you guys for coming in. How you guys feeling today?
Thank you for having us.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I want to, first of all, appreciate you guys for letting us in on the lifestyle. We met so many beautiful people in the short amount of time we've been here.
Hey, man.
It's just, one thing we learned about the lifestyle is everybody's real. So thank you for being real people is what I want to say first. So let us know how you guys got started.
Out of necessity.
Yo, on Instagram, we run this down a few times. I was actually introduced to her, Pegasus, through a mutual friend who actually is Pegasus's cousin. She decided to concentrate on other avenues of
Right. Actually, I'm sorry.
Nah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Big Pink Pegasus, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
Myself and my cousin Phoenix, we actually started the group, and like Omari the Rebel said, she decided to, check into other ventures. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But she left me with a jewel. She introduced me to Omari before she decided to depart. Hey, y'all, what's going on?
Yeah. I fucking love it.
No, so what happened is this though, this was a brand, this is a lifestyle brand. When we talk about the lifestyle, we mean more specifically the swinger lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
Which is about your relationship not being monogamous. We have these events, we have these celebrations because it's a community, so people can be around people and feel comfortable knowing, yo, look, man, we enjoy sex, we open
People of
about
color, specifically.
Yeah, because it's a real white space. If I go through, I explain this all the time, the
Our representation, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
It's a lot of smoke being passed between the two of
I'm
us.
to turn off one of y'all mics now.
I'm good. I'm going to shut up.
Oh, nah, what I'm saying is, look, the logo, how we come up with the logo and what's specific to it is this. It's white because, in the lifestyle, like with all things in culture, you know what I mean? This is a real European dominated world. We occupy a white space, which is why it's majority white. Now, the letters there in black because we're black people, and the color represents, all
facets.
Being inclusive to people of color.
Right.
You see, the lady here is a plus size woman because one thing that's important, quintessential to the Missouri Kabila brand is also body positivity.
Absolutely.
Because there's enough incentive to get everybody to applaud and cheer for the slim women, but we want to make sure that women who are full-figured in a society they don't feel pressured to have to diet or, unhealthily,
right?
Awkwardly shaped or whatever. I'm sorry. There's room for absolutely everybody here. One thing I like to say is that beauty is not universal. Beauty is universal. but it's not one thing. And here at Missouri Kabbalah, that's what we struggle to emphasize. So we have the really thin people, we have the huge at the top, little at the bottom people, we got the dark people, we got the light people.
I seen a lot of ass in this room.
Yeah, it's a lot of ass in this room. It's beautiful to somebody.
Shout out to the group for coming through.
Okay. But no matter what, no matter how thin, it's all ass. As long as it's ass, that's what it seemed like.
And it all clap.
I got you. There it is. You know we like ass clapping on our show. We had an ass clap competition.
Oh, word. I saw that. And I thought, y'all got to follow Respek the Blackout and make sure y'all listen to their podcast, especially on their Twitter, because that's when you get to see shit get really turned, man.
That's when it get a little wild. But one thing about the lifestyle I always was all the men. So shout out to all the men in the room, because men don't get enough love. So we're going to get some men some love real quick.
Our black men.
Yes, black men, yes.
We got husbands in here. We got boyfriends. We got single men. We love them.
You know, the people that put that shit on Facebook that says it's complicated.
Got some of those
in here. Trying to explain this shit is complicated to vanilla.
But even on both sides, it takes a level of confidence to be involved in the lifestyle. So talk a little bit about that. Talk about how having to build that confidence to be involved in everything.
You want to go?
Absolutely. In some respects, this is a confidence builder. For myself, especially, this is a space of release for me. This is how I deal with a stressful day. This is how I come up with creative things. This is how I fucking and a release.
Can't get more creative than fucking.
No, you absolutely. You telling me, and then multiples, because in one setting you can have a love maker, a fucker, you could just have so much.
Listen to Big Pink Pegasus with her,
I'm becoming so. Listen, I'm becoming so aroused as I'm speaking about this right now. I'm just saying it's.
Oh, keep going! Don't stop.
Listen. Some things words justify. The English language does not. It just doesn't, cover all of the shit, the whole gamut of what I'm trying to explain to y'all. You just have to be here. And no, it's not for everybody. But
if I could say, when it comes to building confidence, some things come with practice. And that self-assurance, one thing is gonna be quintessential is having a support network, having a team.
That's
because
what we are.
what we do with Tribe Chat is Pegasus and I, but it's not even just the two of us. It's actually the three of us. It's my wife. She produces the show, and then Zuri Kabila.
It's the four of us.
Yeah, and Zuri Kabila. Yeah, that's what I was getting into. And Zuri Kabila actually is more than Pegasus and I. We're a team. There's so many cogs, in the machine that is essential to making it run.
Right.
So having people that believe in you and having people that their support is unconditional, also having people that you can trust, they're able to give you that honesty, they're able to give you that support.
It's a definite confidence builder.
Yeah, it goes a long way for you to feeling like you can cross the finish line.
Right. I got you. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
And that's what we're here for. You can take your damn clothes off and show your fupa.
Whatever the fuck you want to do, right? It's a free environment.
Yeah, pretty much. If somebody squeeze that shit and tell you how sexy it is, you bound to walk away a little bit more confident.
Yo, y'all came out here, Respek the Blackout. I'm happy that y'all came out here because I fuck with y'all. I follow y'all platform. There's a lot of people in the adult film industry. I have a background myself. I talk about that on our show, Tribe Chat, about my background in adult film. Yo, one thing that I was happy to have you guys on here for is that y'all from what part of Jersey?
I'm from East Orange.
Really?
Yeah.
I just moved from East Orange. I'm in PA now, but I just moved from East Orange. I was in East Orange for about 20 years.
Wow, okay. Yeah, my family grew up in, my dad's side of the family grew up in East Orange for all their lives, and I moved out here, so. And where you from?
I'm from Long Branch.
I'm from Long Branch.
Okay.
I'm right
That's
by
a
Pier
ways
Village.
away.
Yes, sir.
I'm from Brooklyn myself, man.
Oh, yeah?
I'm all motherfucking out of place right now.
That's all good. Brooklyn love too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn love too. Do y'all base everything out of New Jersey, or you guys in New York too? You guys how many people in the room from New York? We got 8 people in the room
Damn
from New York.
near most of people are from New York.
Yeah, we got a lot of New York in the room.
Right.
Anybody from the Bronx in New York? Okay. They say BX got the freaks though. They said the Bronx that's where the nasty.
We'll find out.
They said the nasty girls in the Bronx.
Oh, I don't know.
Yo,
They got
honestly,
some right there, right now,
but to be honest with you though, like. No, listen, there's the freaks everywhere, but yo, when it comes to the group, yo, a lot of freaky girls from the Bronx have joined, actually, man.
Yeah.
You probably hitting on something real quick. Oh, maybe 2021, the BX is putting on, it's the B-XXX now.
That's what it might be, man. So you talk about practice and getting things right. I mean, if you watch our show, you know, I don't care. How many times did it take for you to eat pussy to get it right?
Yo!
Who you asking?
Who you asking?
I guess I'm asking you.
Oh, shit.
I guess I'm asking her, because...
I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I got it right. Like, this is something, yo, when it comes to your sex game, you continuously trying to learn.
Getting better every time.
Yo, everything, there's still something that you don't know. There's still something that you haven't mastered. So, yo, anything that you can look up, do any research you can do, and any kind of game you can get put on. Like, yo, Mac with a whole bunch of lesbians, they put you on mad shit, real shit. Fuck yeah, you be doing tongue exercises and shit to give you the little tongue fucking dumbbells for you to go.
Alex.
Let's hear it.
Well, I'm just saying, this is just my personal experience. I happen to know that I'm orally fixated, so this is like second nature for me. But let me just tell you about my first time eating pussy. It was my ex-boyfriend's wife, and yeah, listen.
Like you wasn't gonna let her go with that, right?
Wait, rewind it.
Oh God! It was my ex-boyfriend's wife. They actually are the group, the pair that convinced me that I might be a weekend bisexual. Yeah.
Okay.
So
only on the weekend.
But sometimes Saturday falls on a Tuesday. Yeah.
You heard.
Anyway, we actually wind up going to the Bronx to get their girlfriend. So
to the B-XXX.
To the B, absolutely, because that bitch was off the chain, off the chizane. You gotta turn it into some kind of fucking ebonics when you talk about bitches like that. This bitch was off the chizane. Anyway, like I said, I happen to be naturally orally fixated, and
you fucked up. Just say it. You fucked up.
Man, listen. After I finished with these two bitches, they sat up in the bed, and it was just like, so, she says this is the first time she did this. I don't fucking believe her. Like, seriously, it could not have been the fucking first time. Did you see what she did with the fucking tongue? No, like, seriously. Is that what I'm sitting right here. I'm like, hello, I'm right here, y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it pretty much went.
Yo, it sounds like, that sounds about right.
The first time.
Yeah, yeah. Listen,
it's hard to get that right on the first time.
No, it's not really hard to get it right. You know what? Sex is a language, and that's how I deal with it.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? You got to know how to talk to the body and listen to the reaction of it. And that's as simple as that. With pretty much anything with a body, because it speaks to you. It'll tell you what it likes, even if the mouth is saying something altogether different.
Yeah, sex is a language, but then there's some times where, like, if sex is a language, sometimes there are people who stutter, or sometimes there are people who they've been speaking late.
I got dyslexia.
Sometimes there are people who are fucking mute. If sex is a language, which that is true.
But guess what?
On it.
Right.
That's why I happen to be a speech therapist.
Yes, for real. And it's like, yo, you can be dealing with somebody, and it's like, oh man, for real, this was such a message, and the language is on point. But then, like, we be having a lot of sex. Sometimes it'll be like, damn, I wish her pussy was made by a fucking Apple so I can take it to the Mac store and upgrade her shit. Like,
damn. We're gonna upgrade it?
I've never had that experience.
You never had nobody do that to you?
No.
I don't think it's... this is what I say. There's not much bad sex. Like, there's not a lot of bad sex.
And that's the whole thing in a nutshell. I don't have a lot of bad sex. I'm going to say this. No, seriously, I've not had a whole lot of bad sex because I tend to dominate this energy in the room. Right. Okay. Like, if you're not doing something right, you got to stop. And I'm going to show you something else. I enjoy what I'm doing.
How many times does a guy get? To get it wrong, to get it right, how long does it take?
It depends on how wrong he gets it.
Okay.
And it depends on what he gets wrong. I had a motherfucker, and I think... I'm fucking traumatized still. I think I was so fucked up because I looked at his lips and they were so pink, and he like moisturized them. He had 2 kinds of fucking chapstick. Like he was he did. No, it wasn't like gloss. It was fucking chapstick.
Oh,
like
stick,
vitamin E, like that type shit. He took care of his fucking mouth.
Oh, okay.
And you watch a person's lips as they speak. I'm that. So I fantasized about him eating my pussy. And then he did it.
He didn't deliver.
He did it, and he bit me. And that wasn't.
It was a wish that came true. I love those.
He fucking bit me like with teeth. It wasn't a scathe or like he fucking bit me. It was intentional. And I didn't, the fuck you think this is a raisinette? Like, what the fuck is going
But
on here?
this is the game, man. We all used to go to school and high school and shit with the little red marks on your neck, like, yeah.
But that's a neck.
Yeah, that's
ain't no
different.
clit.
That's different. You getting head, she just bite your dickhead. What you doing?
That's no. I don't think you're gonna want lunch
cancel
after
that bitch. Whoever tries that, man.
What you gonna do?
I'm just saying she's canceled in advance, man. If she even tries that, so if you're even thinking about biting my man, nah, chill. I need all of him, man.
So that was my worst sexual experience, and I actually did stop speaking to that motherfucker. Like I seen him in the street, and he's trying to speak, and I walked past him like he was the path.
He don't deserve to be talked to.
No, he absolutely did not. I didn't know I couldn't think of things disrespectful enough to say to him, so I'd say anything. I just keep fucking moving.
Yo,
he bit your pussy. Like, I'm sorry.
My bad.
I just had that's
How long y'all been podcasting though, man?
3 years now.
3 years.
3 years. Yeah. What's if I could ask your platform, what would you say like y'all try to focus on? Cause I think there's a lot of ass on the IG. I think there's nothing else. I can't even see nobody else.
You got a nice mouth.
Thank you. I eat pussy very well too.
Shit. I'm so sorry for just go. I just had to go back to
Is there a sound effect for that shit?
I'm good.
Is there an eating pussy sound effect?
Like, what you mean? Like, yeah. It's just like a little bubble sound. This little bubble sound.
Yeah. We're gonna program that shit. Had it ready.
Like the button.
I'm sorry, that sound like a cat drinking milk. What the fuck did you just do? Just did? Like what happened?
Yo, I got cotton mouth right
Me
now.
too. I need a water so fucking bad. Somebody give me a water, please.
Yeah, me too.
Look at that fridge and give me a water, somebody.
Listen, when it comes to podcasting, man, I actually checked for y'all, and we came along this journey. And Zuri Kabila was primarily something that we were trying to do, promoting events and having lifestyle events out in Jersey. But then what happened is certain things come up like Corona,
right?
You know, so you got to expand. And when, like Chris Rock said when he was on the interview on the Breakfast Club, you know, the good players, what they do when it's in the fourth quarter, they adapt, and the bad players, they just their asses on the bench. So we had to adapt. Instagram was really popping right then. The Verses had just came out. A lot of celebrities were doing Instagram interviews. So it was the time for us to be like, yo, look, let's keep our presence going and keep the brand awareness. You know what I mean? And then what happened is, from being on Instagram, and we figured out that, yo, look, when you're on Instagram longer, people pay attention to your page longer, so it's easier to promote the events. People started seeing us, and then I ended up linking up with Fat Man Scoop. You know, he's a friend. Also,
you actually, you know, interact with a lot of different people's lives as well.
Yes.
You know, because of Corona, so many of them celebrities and such were out of work as well. So they use those platforms. I know you said that already, but it allowed you to be able to access them when, in other words, you would not have been able to. So
2021 really pushed us to get digital. You know what I mean? 2021 really wanted us to, really made us step our game up when it comes to, you know, how we're going to reach out to our audience and how we're going to make our product available. Right. So one thing that we did from the Instagram, we got a large reception. You know, Fat Man Scoop was like, yeah, like, I fuck with you. You know what I mean? He comes on the show, and every time I see him, like, yo, look, can I get a refund? I'm like, nigga, you rich. Fuck out of here. But, when we did that, it was a warm reception. Yo, we happy for everybody who supported us in 2020 on the IG Live show. And
shout out to y'all.
We wanted to move.
You're beautiful.
Yeah, so
fuck you all.
We wanted to move and take it a step further. I happen to be watching Horrible Decisions. You know, I follow them because of what we do, what they talk about, and makes what they're talking about much more relevant to me.
They raunchy as shit.
Yes,
I love it.
Yeah, they got a group and such. I ended up fucking with their group, and every now and then, sometimes they end up actually interacting with their fans digitally, like how they do. But they've been doing that since before COVID-19. I ended up talking to them, and like they told you, they have shirts, merchandise, Black Excellence. So I was like, yo, they're saying, hey, we need a phrase, we need a slogan. I was like, Black Excellence, and they was like, yeah. Actually, I was just bullshitting. I didn't know that they took it seriously. And then I see you on the IG Live, like sold out and shit. So I ended up fucking with them. And once they knew exactly what I did, I told them, yo, look, there's a swing of resources. Like, oh shit, you sound like you on your shit. I got invited to come out there. Pegasus and I started developing Tribe Chat, so we went on there together. And what I was telling you before, the skinny one, if you don't recognize, her name is Wheezy. She actually runs the studio where we record at, and that's how we got the relationship with Horrible Decisions. Also, a couple of other people who record out there. There's the homie. There's a podcast. I forgot where homie's from. It's called Blind Now I'm Seeing. It's a dude that lost his vision. He talks about that. There's what's this girl? Brianna Bible Stories. She talks about sex in the Bible stories. They all family. Shout out to them.
Yeah, because people take out the shit they want out of the Bible.
God. All of them
sacred whores.
They're all at What the Fuck Studios.
Shout out to What the Fuck Studio. I seen a couple of things you guys did there.
Shout out to Sacred Whores.
Yeah, that setup is really dope. I like that. I like what y'all did with Horrible Decisions too.
Oh yeah, man, that was actually really fun, man. They actually brought me on there because there's a nigga talking about. It's funny because I'm gonna get into the segue because we have a guest. Remember when during the interview we were talking about homie who don't fuck with the fact that his girl
He's a stripper, right?
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you about that. What do you think? His mindset was, maybe she should have a plan or, think about doing more than that. It was basically a problem with her stripping and wiping her. You have
right. He didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't. He felt like it was okay for her to be his girlfriend, but couldn't move further beyond that because she was stripping.
That part doesn't make sense, right? Yeah, that part.
Say that.
Yeah, that part. I don't know if you're not pursuing more than like that, she shouldn't be your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I feel that way. But if you met her doing it, I feel like there shouldn't be a problem. And you got to be comfortable. It's all about that confidence, man. It's all about knowing and trust and communication within your relationship. I feel like at that point.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good segue. Speaking of sex work, if I can get to our guest, if I can get a shout out to our guest for coming out here and joining us. If you can come and have a seat.
Woo! Let me. Yeah, where? You can sit on my lap if you want. Yes.
Hey.
If I can, I just wanted to give a shout out for coming out to our event. Rihanna Star, Triple X, adult film star,
legendary
actress.
You gotta say that. You gotta scream it. Legendary.
Personal friend of mine. Thanks for coming out.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Appreciate y'all. What's going on?
I ain't have it yet.
She's waiting on you.
Oh yeah, for real. She got the little target on her coochie, man.
She said, I've been waiting on you.
I know. She had already told me that.
So is there a big difference between the industry and the lifestyle? How big of a difference is it?
Honestly, yeah. There's a huge difference between that. There's a lot of people, they automatically think that just because you're in the industry that you're part of the lifestyle as well too, and that isn't the case.
And vice versa.
Right, so for the industry, I know everything is just based on, someone trying to make their money, and they sitting up here just based off of who they with sexually, or if they with somebody that's in a relationship with. Like, it doesn't, it's not free. It's not sitting up here where you be able to, just enjoy everybody that's like that. It's always like stipulations and laws and stuff like that when you're dealing with the industry.
It's a job.
Yeah, basically. But more to it than just that. Now, I've seen some shit.
I'm sure.
That's how I got open. Sitting up here going to some of the parties and the next thing you know, they just sitting over here just fucking in the club. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit,
My type of party.
That's what I was saying. This is the first time in life I was expecting to see that when I walked in the house.
Right.
I was like, somebody gonna be fucking on the counter when we walk in.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. I
We
mean,
gotta be ready for it.
we get to that. That comes up, you know what I mean? But like, yo, there's a little period where people get comfortable and they unwind and stuff like that. People,
relax.
yeah, and they get smacked too, you know. Everybody gotta get social.
Right.
But trying to prepare somebody for that, you just gotta, you know, make sure how you prepare somebody for that. Because I'm going to hedonism. So you try to prepare. You know what I'm saying? Like what you go see in hedonism. It's okay if you see a dick or two and somebody walking around naked. Like you just be free, like be yourself.
Right.
Some people not used to that, but
Frozen up.
Some people ain't used to themselves.
true.
And that's oh my God, that's why I love this. I'm so myself right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a large part of why we started this as well. Man, I don't know what the fuck I would do if I wasn't able to just fuck a few people a day, like just a few, like and just be okay with that and not be judged by that. I could never go back to a vanilla lifestyle. I just couldn't. And in this space, there's still room for love. There's still room for compassion and, you know, respect and all of that. And that's why we need these spaces, because regular society trying to live like this, you automatically a hoe, and everything is about this one thing.
Yeah, sex is natural, man. We need to stop feeling so shameful. Like Giuliani's daughter said, we need to work towards destigmatizing
They is not going to get up off this girl.
Oh nah, man. We have to support the unicorns. We want to support everybody that's in the group sex, man. For real. Ain't that right, Ariana?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. One of my, I've done just about everything. One of my ultimate fantasies was to have an all girl orgy.
All girl
Orgy. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm down. God damn it, I'm down. Shit, I'm down like stairs. I am down.
Yo, all girl orgy with Ariana Star Trek collection. Make that happen.
Look, oh my goodness. You don't understand what's happening in my throat right now.
What is happening to her throat? What should be happening to her throat? Is
Listen,
really
I don't know what should be, but there's some things going on. There's some things. Woo, child.
What was one of your biggest fantasies that you wanted to fulfill, that you were happy that you finally got to fulfill?
Okay.
I had never did two guys at once, and that's kind of like different for you to be able, especially if you dated someone like, yo, I want to be able to fuck two people, two guys at the same time. There's a lot of guys that's gonna be like, oh nah, I'm not gonna do something like that. So to be able to get that fantasy and between two of the best at the time, and it was a beautiful thing. I broke that off my bucket list. Hey. You know what I'm saying? So it was good.
Now, when you say it was two of the best at that time, was this work that like you were doing? Like, and was that
most of the things that I done was work. Once I figured out that I was good at sex, and I knew that by the people that I slept with and how they was like, damn, you got some good ass pussy. Oh shit. Okay.
Ariana Star was getting Yelp reviews on her pussy before that shit came out.
That is so crazy. He said you was getting Yelp reviews. Yeah, you know what?
Like,
This
yo,
motherfucker has moments of cleverness.
her pussy was Uber, and she was always getting the 5 stars. That's how she knew she was a good driver.
Yes, bitch.
Man. But you know what? It was weird, like how it happened. I lost my virginity at 18, so and then that was late. And then once that opened the door,
over from there.
Over.
See, you know what? I think it's terrible. We do our girls a disservice. Just like you said, you found out you were good at sex, and it wasn't because you had been fucking for a long time.
Right.
You was 18 when you lost your virginity. Some things are just innate. Like I just said, I'm orally fixated. I could eat pussy. That's a birthright.
Yeah.
Just being able to eat and suck and just that's some shit.
Yeah.
I swear for God, my biggest fear is that whoever buries me and is responsible for buying my tombstone puts best head ever on that shit. I promise you, I don't want that to happen. I just thought, look, we just got more folks just coming on in.
Wait a minute, you want me to move?
I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop out and let y'all get in.
Because my throat is doing things. I gotta keep putting water in it. Because this one over here looking like bubble gum I want to chew.
All that ass. Look at this.
Oh, I was about to move over. Like, you can get me right here. You trying to get in?
Look, I am a little thick.
No, you a lot thick.
So I'm like trying to.
Your zipper standing up, you so
Gotta get
thick.
them back here.
I'm special needs. I'm sorry. People be saying they was little yellow bus fucking slow. I was like one seat on the yellow bus slow. Like that shit, I had to be by
We're gonna have
myself.
to shit. Alright, so we can introduce you and your brand.
Hello, my name is Steve Marie. My brand is Simply Intimate
Put your
Bliss.
lips a little closer to the mic, sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can go back. It's too much. It's too much. You can go back and forth between which one. How many you can handle?
Okay, my name is Steve Marie, and I'm owner and founder of Simply Intimate Bliss. I came up with this idea with my life partner of 10 years, going on 11 years. Thank you.
Steve Marie is looking in your eyes.
Yes, she has beautiful ones.
What
So,
the fuck is going on?
all right, can you tell us a little bit about some of the products that you have and what they do?
Okay, yes, I can. So some of the products that I brought today was the partner vibrator. This is a mouthpiece that actually turns your mouth
Y'all hear this
into a
shit?
vibrator while you're giving head.
It turns. All right, so you put it in your mouth.
Yes, you put it on the side of your mouth. You turn it on, and it has different functions. Yeah.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
It has
Look at Ariana's like, yo, she definitely trying to try this shit.
It has different functions. You push the button to whatever vibration that you want, and you.
Oh my fucking
head.
god!
Right?
Wow. So you use this personally?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you have like a favorite among some of the products that you have, or something that you use more, or that brings you a little bit more pleasure than most things?
That shit is the devil. Who would come up with some craziness like that? Like that? Who the fuck? Like seriously, who
A
thinks of
vibrator
that?
that goes in your
First of
mouth.
all,
to
that
it's
help
turns-
you
already
pussy.
wet and sucking
That-
and
yes,
soft,
that
and now it's
turns-
going.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Damn.
Like a hook in your mouth, like a fish hook.
oh my god! You know what though? I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. I'm retarded at sex. Like you when I say I'm retarded, like some funny shit can happen, I'm still gonna laugh. I was sucking dick, and matter of fact, I was sucking his dick, and I was sucking his dick, and some crazy shit happened, and I started laughing. When I tell you that dick swelled up in my throat so fucking it was crazy. So laugh on the dick. That's the moral of the laugh
Said
on
that
the
his
dick.
dick swelled up in her throat like his dick just ate something and had an allergic reaction and shit.
It did. It's
Yo,
like he got he needed a Benadryl.
wow. Tell us about can you tell us about some of the other products you have?
Okay,
available?
so some of the products that sells out real quick is the
Shut dick.
wet head.
I like the
so-
name, I like the name of it.
Yes, it's the wet head dry mouth spray. So a lot of women, when we get older, we don't drink enough water. So when we're giving head, sometimes our mouth is dry. Guess what? You spray this in your mouth, it tastes like apples, and you're wet
Apple
the whole
juice
entire
dick.
time.
And you get that wet ass mouth.
Yes.
The wet mouth.
Ariana, do you ever feel like you could use just more hydration when you sucking dick, or like?
I'm good off hydration.
Hey, look at her fucking skin. She look like she raining now. What the hell are you talking about? Shit.
And then we have the deep love spray. This
That's the
actually
booty hole.
no, this is actually for your throat, for people who gag.
Gags.
Yes.
That too, though.
So this is
know that
chocolate
flavor.
flavor. This is chocolate flavor. You spray it in the back of your throat, and then you give your man head or your woman head, and you don't gag.
People
And you can
gag
go
off
and-
giving women
How
head.
can you? That's what I'm my question. How do you gag on the clitoris? Yo, who in here gagged on a clitoris before?
Like unless it smelled like a fucking sardine can or like garbage dumpster juice truck or some
but
shit.
you know,
No,
I never been with a
I thought you
woman.
were so well rounded.
I'm very well rounded, but I've never
You
been.
are very well.
No, she's not. She's very well curvy.
Yeah.
I've never been with a woman. No.
Is it on your bucket list?
Yeah, it's on my bucket list.
Lord.
Yeah. It's on my bucket list.
I'm gonna just.
Yes.
I drink to
And then I have the coochie spray that hydrates in your coochie to make it feel nice and moist. It's like summer's eve, you know.
It's the instant wow.
Yeah. Yes.
wow.
Yes.
Smells good.
Yes, it smells good and everything. This is the island paradise. You know.
I don't need that.
This is what your pussy should smell like, yo. For
Yes.
real, like, yeah.
Yes.
So, alright, so your products, alright, if I could ask, how and where they available?
They're available on hand and also online. I do parties, private parties for people, me and my assistant, and then you can go online to Simply Intimate Bliss. During the pandemic, me and my life partner came up with Intimate Bliss Box as well, because you know a lot of people financially was losing their jobs and you know wanted to be able to be intimate with their partner and spice up their life.
Right.
The reason why we came up with this business in the first place is because you said you was late at 18. I was 18 too when I lost my virginity. And I've been with my life partner since I was 24 and I didn't know nothing. So I came up with this business. Me and him came up with this business not only to help people with their confidence, but it helped us with our confidence.
Right. That's what it's about.
You know, it's all about, you know, people frown about sex, but like you said, sex is natural.
You don't listen.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't do nothing if it's not about sex. You get a good job so you can have sex with the people you want to have sex with. You don't do. I don't understand. Go ahead, Deborah.
I was even having sex with the people at my job. Well, sometimes. I met my wife at my job.
And he fucked her at the job.
Yeah, there was plenty. No, we didn't fuck at the job.
That's because y'all whack. You should have fucked at the job. I fucked at every job I worked at.
I was trying to be careful because listen, it just happened at the time where I met her and I just started fucking with her. Right after I decided to start fucking with her, they was like, "Hey, yo, we need to promote you." So I'm like, "All right, we gotta be a little bit like I ain't gonna let nobody walk in by me and seeing both of us walk out the bathroom and shit like that. Be like, yo, what the fuck? Like the next
You
time
could have just told she had diarrhea and you were being a good teammate. I don't know.
So we came up with. Yeah, we're not gonna cricket on that one. We're just gonna move on. So we came up with the Intimate Bliss box, and in each box is it's a different surprise.
I thought
You
it
have
was,
it.
when
So-
you said Intimate Bliss box, I thought this is something specifically for pussy. Like,
No, it's for men, women, whoever. You know, bisexual. My sister's bisexual, so it's for whoever. Gay, straight, it doesn't matter. White, black, we have it all. Big, you know. We also started a plus size lingerie line because, honey, I'm a big girl, and look, we need our stuff. Like,
I mean, like, yo, representation,
You know, like-
look, body positivity is pretty deep when you think about it, because we do this in the alternative lifestyle so that people in the alternative lifestyle and the sex worker community get that representation. But like, this is why we went so far to put a plus size woman on the flag, because you could just think about how many women in rap are plus size. Do you know right now? Aside from Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? How many actors? How fast can you come up with a black woman that's plus size? Me and my wife had we have this little debate that we have about what if they try to remake Set It Off and shit. Who would you cast to be Queen Latifah's role?
I could say the lady from Good Girls. The black lady from Good Girls. I don't know what her name is, but she gonna be Cleo.
I gotta check her acting out, but
She's good.
yeah, she's good. Yeah. I sing Good Girls.
I like that.
Well,
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. There's not a lot of big black representation, or just not the typical the stereotypical norm of beauty. You know, there's nothing beyond that. Just fluidly circulating. You know.
So since we since we pro-black here, or like how they say on Twitter, we blackity black. Yo, you ever feel like sometimes maybe if you were not a Negro, that maybe you will get more reach, or maybe there's some times where maybe sometimes there's more opportunities, or maybe it's like, oh, these people will more fuck your product, or have you ever felt like, you know what, there's people who are like white girls that give you some underwhelming ass vibrators and shit and they selling?
You know what? When I first started off, most of my clientele was white. It was hard for me to actually reach my black women more so, and I don't know if it was because I was skinny at the time and I didn't understand what they were going through. I didn't have the products for them. Maybe that's what it was. It was more of a teaching lesson for me, because again, when I first started, I was 24, 25 years old. I was still learning myself, you know. So I don't think it was a color issue. Really, I think it was the body size issue.
Right.
I think to some degree there is a color issue in that as well. And I say that because that's why we have a black-based group, because people need to know that there's places you can go, because so many people think this is some white shit. And maybe that's why I say, you know what I mean? You running around here selling all of this sex stuff, and you got dildos for the fucking mouth and shit. I got some fucking cracker shit, you know what I mean? So like, maybe that was,
and that's why I told you I didn't know what to bring, because I know for my white clientele, they like gags, they like whips, they like harnesses, but when it comes to my black people, I don't know what y'all like.
You know what? You just gotta introduce it.
To be honest, it's kind of weird here, because every event that I've been to, they have. What's the name of the cross? We just don't have them right now.
I don't know. That damn that cross where you put people on and you flog them on the cross.
I was out in South Jersey.
The bondage cross.
Right. There's so many apparatuses.
That's really popping.
Yeah.
That's really popping, and there's not a single pink face in the goddamn building. I'm telling you.
But this is the thing too. We learn like to kind of sort of together, because like you just said, it's not one place you go to amongst us where you don't find that fucking cross. But how much other stuff do you find beyond that? Like it's not no whole lot. Like you could go to particular people's events and find meat hooks and shit. I mean, that ain't some stuff, you know, we ain't there yet. Or piss enthusiasts, or you know, you could go and find people who are pros at this one, or at some really extra shit.
Are you into BDSM?
I'm into giving it.
So what type of BDSM specifically are you into giving? Are you a dom?
Face sitting. I'm a dom.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
How do you dominate?
What do you mean, how do I dominate?
Like, how do you prefer to dominate your clients?
It depends on what they want.
Are you asking, is she rough, or is she just parental?
What they want, because each person is different. You feel me?
Right.
So it might be someone who wants some foot worshiping, a face sitting. It might be someone want me to choke them with some pantyhose. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on that individual.
Dominatrix is a therapy. I swear for God, it really is a therapy, and you really should be praised for doing these kinds of things, because you enter into a real interesting place when somebody trusts you enough to submit to you that kind of way, because they're actually essentially becoming something opposite of what they are every day. And you need to have you need to have a kind of trust in order to do that, especially when you have submissives who are men. Man, that's a volatile relationship
I
right
think
there.
it's more so like a lot of the men that I get are in higher power. They're in
that's
control.
what I mean.
Yeah.
They're
So therefore, they
it's
like to be in
opposite.
control. So they want someone like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like make me sit up here and and you control me. I don't want to be in control anymore. So it's a different. You have to go to a total different place in your head in order to switch on to be able to completely disrespect somebody.
Right.
And not necessarily, I want to say not give a fuck, but you still kind
You
of like
understand that's what they want to do, and you do a good job at it. Not to mention, you can have two people who want the same thing, but for totally different reasons, and that's why I say dominatrix is kind of like a therapy, because you have to be pro enough to know the difference between those two people. Some person may just want to be punished because of the fucked up shit they do, and then another person may want to be punished because it's nostalgic. This is something that they went through.
Oh, you just pardon me. I'm on a whole. I know this is like switching gears real quick and shit, but bro, you got that weed, Trey?
Yeah.
Is that the wrap it up
Just
music?
roll some weed, roll some weed up. I didn't know if this is a weed-friendly environment.
Oh yeah, we get high. A lot of us do. You know what I'm saying?
Smell it walking in.
I did. I got here kind of early. I got here before.
You smoke trees, right?
Of course I do.
Yeah. How long you been smoking weed?
Since embryo.
How long is that?
Probably since I was 16. I'm 41 now, so that's
Shout out to the beautiful black goddess who will tell they motherfucking age.
That's
Okay?
Okay. That's
Not anymore.
Oh, you used to?
Yeah.
All right. Did I see that you had like a line of like CBD products?
Yes.
All right. Can you tell us about your CBD products?
Okay, so I have a CBD ointment for muscle relaxers, for like people who have like arthritis, back pain. The reason why I got into the CBD industry is because my life partner, he does construction and he's always complaining about his back, and he's a big dude. My little hands can't be rubbing out that back just with my hands.
You need an aid.
Yes, you need an aid. And we don't believe in taking medicine and stuff like that, and surgery. So we try to do it the natural way. So we tried the CBD ointment, and then we also have CBD gummies as well. It does not have any THC, so it
don't get you smacked.
No, it doesn't. It's just CBD.
Give me
That's
some
it. It just relaxes you.
Yeah. All right. So right now, in New Jersey, recreational marijuana is
legal.
That is legal.
Yes.
And shout out to NY for finally coming along, because Cuomo said that he's going to sign the bill for legalization of recreational marijuana. Cuomo said that. Yo, you think that since there's gonna be a market, because you out here local in the tri-state area, you ever think about getting some THC ointment? Like, yo, you could.
Maybe in the future. I don't know what the future holds.
For real, that'd be some shit. Like, yo, come up with like some edible dildos and shit. Bitches will eat them and then we getting high and shit. It'll be crazy seeing it'll be like a box and say simply intimate bliss, and chicks is all smacked and he just passed down like half eaten dicks and shit. Like, oh yeah. So what do you feel like?
I don't even know what the fuck I just turned my head into. Like I was here the whole time, but then it was just some shit just happened. Like,
so where can everybody find you and find your products if they want to?
Wait, I gotta know what's in the box.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm trying to open that box for the longest.
Oh, my bad. Open up.
We don't wear everywhere else but this box.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get in your box. I want to get in your
Okay.
box.
And y'all, if y'all hear background noise, that's because we have an event going on. The folks is getting restless.
Yeah, man, you should be out here at Arch Madness, man, out here in New Jersey.
In her box.
So each box is different. We have our beginner's level, which is $40, or intimate bliss box, and then we have our, kind of more experience level, which is like
intermediate.
Yes,
let's call it that.
Yes, which is $55, and you get up to $200 worth of products for $55.
Yay.
And then we have our extreme level.
Yeah.
And
Let's
that
call
goes.
that the pros.
Yes, that's actually called the kinky pros.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Right.
it's the platinum level.
Right.
Yes, and That goes up to $500 for $75.
I like how you broke it down in different tiers and different levels and shit.
Yes. So every time you choose your box, and how we choose your tier is you take a survey on your kinky level, and that's how we know what to package you.
Is it a long term?
So it's custom.
Yes.
Yes. Simply intimate bliss. Yo, it's levels to this shit. Goddamn it.
So in this box we have what you consider the beginner's level. So you have your lingerie. This is a big box, right? So you have your lingerie, you have your candle, you have your chocolate, you have your vibrator, and then you have your coochie spray.
All right. Your chocolate.
Yes.
I am so disgusting. I was
And then,
yeah.
and then, you know, and then when you go on Intimate Bliss Box, we give you a promo code to save 20% off.
On your next purchase?
On your next purchase and on your first purchase.
Oh, ow! Look at that shit.
On
Savings on savings on savings on savings.
Savings on savings on savings.
Nice.
Yes, and you can either choose a one-time buy or a monthly subscription.
Yes. I love
Options
it.
on options on options.
I love the way it sounds. You know what I mean? Sex positivity, body positivity, and Bob Black. Goddamn it.
And on a budget.
Yeah, yes, on a budget. So
Yes, it's customizable levels available.
Yeah,
for
so
you.
this is the
Simple
reason
budget.
why, you know, COVID was the reason why we came up with this. Because, you know, we know times is hard, but we also know that you need to have self-care as well.
And you need to fuck.
Self-care as well.
You want to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that.
Yo, thank you so much for sitting down here. And I know.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, we're happy to have you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Respek the Blackout is also happy to have you. For real. I'm gonna take a second look at putting these vibrators in mouths and eating pussy with that shit.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's different.
That is that's
Let me tell you, this sounds like hotcakes. So you better get it before it sells out. And it's
what is that? What is that
and
cost?
it's on simplyintimatebliss.com, and I am having up a 50% off sale, up to 50% off sale on my whole entire website. So I'm telling you right now, this is your partner vibrator. It's the mouth vibrator on simplyintimatebliss.com.
They yelling how much?
Okay, so Google it because I don't know the price right now.
Right here,
Matter of
they
fact,
want to know because you trying to cash app you.
Okay, so because you guys are here, I'm gonna give you the same discount that's on my website.
Look at that discount savings.
Yes, thanks for coming out here and supporting NK Tribe, man, for letting the tribe get to experience some of Simply Intimate Bliss the affordable way. Savings. Yeah, savings. I like that, man. I like holding on to money. Etc.
and I am outdone. That's all I got.
All right, so you gonna come back in?
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You're working.
For real. I'm gonna try to see, like, yo, I wanna know if you can put the edible vibrator. The
And
vibrator.
it's rechargeable.
It's rechargeable?
Yes.
Has anybody ever tried to use it on, like, yo, eating ass? Like,
Oh my God.
I don't know. I have no idea.
so you can't, like, you can't, like, vibrate somebody. You don't.
would do that.
No, I'm not saying. I was just asking, like,
do that first.
like, you can't, like, vibrate somebody's butthole, like.
Oh my God. I gotta.
So it's on sale for $49.99.
$49.99 savings.
It's 17% off on the website and here today.
Ariana, I know one thing I was talking to them about before. I know we talked about this on Tribe Chat, which again, y'all can just click the link tree. We're on Spotify, Apple, Deezer, Podcast Addict, and all of that on YouTube as well. But we talked about your acting career. We talked about your acting career before adult film.
Okay.
Alright, so we can talk a little bit about that, and you can roll off some of your Hollywood credits.
So, When I was 12, I did A Different World, a couple episodes for the Baby Kids.
You talking about with Dwayne Wayne before?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And did Baby's Kids, did the Rock, old school Rock, Trash Man.
Yes, man, the celebrity garbage man from the 90s.
Yes. And I did a bit in Sister. So, yeah, that was it.
You be acting your ass off.
What was it like? Did you meet Tia and Tamara?
No, not physically. I think I just seen them on the set because we only had like one segment for us to be able to do. So the most, for me, who I enjoyed meeting was Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle?
She was Dwayne Wayne. She was Dwayne
on
mother.
A Different World.
Right. And meeting, of course, Miss Whitley and Jada Pinkett and Diane Carroll, which was, been a beautiful thing to me as well. Right. And I met Lena Horne when they did a tribute to her. So that was real because, one of my favorite movies is The Wiz. So to be able to sit up here and meet her in person, and I was like 12. I was 12 years old at the time. It was a beautiful feeling for me. So yeah.
Yo, you know what I didn't ask you? Because you from the West Coast, which you have in the background in Hollywood and being an adult film star. Mm-hmm. You also have what we got in October. What's that?
The Hedonism.
Yes,
in Jamaica, right? October 7th through the 12th. Going to the Grill, Jamaica.
Not this.
Does that ever cross over? Like, yo, I mean, not even to be on some snitching shit, but like you ever? No, I'm just curious. You ever get like famous dicks?
Famous dicks? What you mean?
Like you be fucking famous or famous women? Like you ever?
Have I fucked a famous dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than once?
Want to know?
Ain't nobody telling no names.
I was just curious. I was just asking.
Yeah, of course. Everybody love porn stars. Come on, that don't matter. It does not matter where they at. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are weird, but of course, that means nothing. It's sex.
Yeah. How do you?
Everybody want to have it.
Yeah.
How you navigating holding down the adult film industry when you're in a relationship?
That's a new one. I'm still trying to navigate that one, in a sense, because either you can deal with someone in the same industry as you and it's not weird. Like if I go sit up here and I grab a dick or grab a girl on the ass or whatever, if you're in the industry, it's not gonna take that personal. You know what I'm saying? Compared to someone who doesn't know anything about it.
And that's not their norm.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful of what you choose. And then some men will be like, oh shit, you just fuck like mad people. They can't be able to sit up here and, deal with
like
that
guy. Like that guy that was mad at the stripper girl.
Jason.
Oh yeah, just like him. Yeah.
Damn. Jason got to recover from that one.
Yeah, so you just gotta make sure whoever it is that you end up with, that they know everything that's about you, that they okay with it. I just try to work it in on a safe level, especially if you're not dealing with someone who's not part of that lifestyle. And so I just try to bring it in like a little bit at a time, but they already know me. I'm not gonna just give it all, you know what I'm saying, to scare somebody away. So yeah, you just have to work on that individual you're dealing with.
What do you think, what do you have as your ambitions for where you want to go in adult entertainment? Like where do you want to see the adult film industry or adult content creation go, and where do you want to go?
I mean, honestly, to keep it a buck with you, I've been out of the industry somewhat for 10 years. So my goal is, as far as what I want to do in the adult industry, is not the same for, what I'm doing like right now. Because I got a degree, I'm heading off to something totally different. I look at it as I did it while I was doing it, got out of it, and I just keep it, you know what I'm saying, pushing forward. So at the end of the day, the only thing I would love for them to see is for them to bring more light and beauty to dark-skinned women.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, there's so many beautiful women and there's so many different shades to beauty, and I believe...
But there's colorism, in anything. So when you sitting up here, especially in the porn industry, it was a lot of times to where, like we was talking just, a few minutes ago, to where a lot of black girls wasn't getting looked at in the industry because they felt they wasn't nasty enough. Because all the white girls was basically, nasty and gag and do all that.
Yeah.
So when I came in...
retractable assholes.
Right. when I came in, my agent was like, yo, the nastier you are, the more that you'll be able to get seen. So this is how I pushed myself into limits because I wanted to be on the same level as that white girl that you're sitting up here
Yo, for real, shit is dope too. One of my favorite scenes in porn, there was a bunch of niggas jerking off into a champagne glass and they passed it to you.
Yeah.
Was that ghetto? Was that ghetto gaggers? Or?
Yeah, that was a ghetto
Who the
gagger.
fuck says that? Yeah. That's my shit. Yes.
Do you have things that you feel
better
like,
go,
are there things that I think we didn't cover, but if we can touch on again, is there some things that you feel like that you haven't ever done or that you would feel like, all right, that's not for me on camera and such?
Is there
It was a couple, like, I don't do anal. You know what I'm saying? That's my own personal. Don't mean I haven't tried it. I have tried it, and that got me sober real quick.
Either.
So therefore, that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, my thing.
Some violent shit.
That shit is violent. It's like fucking fighting. I don't.
And once it's in there, like they try to get comfortable. I feel like I'm like sitting back.
It's like gravels in my ass.
Weird, right? Yeah, no. And then like some of the other shit I wasn't doing gangbangs. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying, my thing. And I think I only regretted doing one thing ever in that industry, and that was ghetto gaggers that you brought up. And never again, because it takes you somewhere where you don't even want to go. But you know, for the most part, I enjoyed it.
Ariana, yo, I was curious, what you have in the background in acting, which was the precedent for you to get into adult entertainment. Have you ever thought about going back into acting, your acting roots?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Y'all can take your stuff up if you want.
When I was living here in New York, I did a play on Broadway. You know, for a little bit.
A play? On Broadway? What was the name of that shit?
I don't even remember. I smoked too much.
It was on Broadway.
It was on Broadway. You talking like 5 or 6 years ago, and you know, with nerves, there's a difference between you acting on camera and then you in front of a whole audience. You know, they have to
coughing
remember
and
lines.
talking and shit.
You know, it was different, but I would love to get into it. But unfortunately, where I live at right now, I don't have access to that. I'll have to go either back to California or move back out here. You know what I'm saying, to be around that. So,
it's cool if you move back out here, man. Real
fucking
shit.
hot and sweaty.
That's all right.
You got a leather jacket on. It's even more.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm actually about to get up and move and get some air my damn self.
We gonna need it. We is gonna need it because we about to turn up in here.
They about to turn up. They about to turn up. So we're gonna let them go ahead and get their turn up ready. We appreciate y'all coming to sit and talk with us. If y'all allow it, we'll stay set up for a little while. If anybody want to come, talk about the lifestyle, talk about, you know, come up, promote your stuff.
You're more than welcome.
Come up and hang out with us. But we appreciate you guys, and if you want to pop back in, come on up.
All right, man.
We'll let y'all get y'all intermission though.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Some water.
All that. Get
Some liquor.
Oh,
And let me do my intros because people is outside smoking, probably talking shit.
Where is your liquor?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
I don't want to touch. I don't know where it said or where anything was at. Who was what? It wasn't. You didn't tell me to bring your own.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that because I've been talking to the guests like this and this and this and that, but you're not like one of the members. Like, yo, look, man, here's the rules with this and that.
No.
Let's
Oh no, I've been drinking dark. I will fuck myself up switching that
I thought
shit.
you loved those.
Huh? I will fuck. I've been drinking dark. Probably why my ass sweat.
Let me guess. I'm gonna have some.
You want a Tito?
Yeah, I'm gonna have some.
No. But if I have a car, go to the store. There's someone who can go to the liquor store and take me to the liquor store. What? Going to the liquor store? No. If I want to be a ride, I will go to the liquor store. What?
But she just doesn't talk.
Now that was some crazy shit that we just learned, huh?
Yeah, it's turned up. Shout out to the NK Swingers again for pulling up. Shout out to Ariana Starr.
Yeah, absolutely.
We learned some things, man.
That's the first time we lost our show.
Real quick, right? Just real quick.
That's the first time it was just bullied us out of our show.
It was alright.
It's all good. You know
Hey, so I want to try that little toy that she had.
The little vibrating
Yeah,
mouth?
little mouth John. We definitely gonna have to get that mouth John and try it out, and we're gonna have to have one of our guests try that out live.
I'll try that out
Let's
live.
see what's up.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need that in our lives.
We need to see a titty somewhere.
But, huh?
We need to see a titty or something.
Hey,
like that.
hey, yo, this nigga always want to.
With a Henny bottle?
That boy.
No, we usually come in with a Henny bottle, but
Yeah,
not
that's
today.
usually, yeah, not today. Yeah, this is different today.
And that's good. And look, I like what I love seeing is a lot of different people, you know,
Yeah.
and it's everybody's just with it. I feel like the sexual tension is rising. Motherfuckers just want to get their meat sucked. Motherfuckers standing over like to the left of us. I want my meat sucked. What the fuck they talking about?
Right now. What's up right now? Right now.
You know, like the cool thing about it is, like, you know, a lot of people probably won't come up here and say, you know, because it's a little private lifestyle here.
Right.
But it's all good.
Oh no, it's all good. We're gonna chill, and we're gonna just be with the freaks.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anybody else can pull up whatever you want. Come on up.
Are you ready now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, you ready? Whatever.
That's big. She come. It's big.
Huh?
So when you said that was you, that's like one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, she look like she ready. She look like she ready to strip down, ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little girl that was the new
He really about to cop one of them Jones.
Huh?
Say he really about to cop one of them Jones. He about to cop one of them little toys. and
Little
shit.
vibrating mouth though. I wonder what the feeling is.
I feel like a fishnet.
You would get it and doing this with the yogurt.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
It's a big event. If y'all didn't know, it's a big event.
Right.
It's a lot of hype in here right now.
It's
a lot of hype.
Okay, now we're good.
Yeah, it's a lot of hype.
Okay, she said she been on a different world.
It's a lot of thickness.
Yeah, it's a lot of if y'all ain't know, it's a lot of thick women in the building. It's a lot of thickness.
You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm a game announcer, and I'm about to like.
That's what that's the vibe. That's the vibe.
Yeah, that's the vibe that we get.
That's the vibe you give it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
you know, everybody getting ready to go. Everybody putting on their gear.
It's yeah. So shout out to all the thickies going on here. Shout out to all the thicky thick girls.
Shout out to all them thickums, you know what I'm saying?
Thick as hell.
We gonna bring him on because he's a vanilla. We gonna keep him open. Come on, baby. Go sit in.
Oh. On the side. Okay.
I got some over here.
He got on the Colin Kaepernick jersey, so he good with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We over
Cali
here.
right there.
Get him in.
Get him here.
Yeah, try to get past this little tool
Oh,
right here.
thank you for the air. Woo.
So it's a little breezy over here. Over here was a little hot,
Man.
but over there it's breezy. I just be good here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so who we got with us today? We already been introduced to Miss Ariana Starr. But, so you good? There you go. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Comedian Naeem Elliott from Sacramento, California. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just out here with my love for Ariana. You know what I mean? Supporting her or whatnot. I'm just out here.
Are you a part of this lifestyle, or you're not a part of this
I
lifestyle?
mean,
Or you're getting ready to get a part of this lifestyle?
she's broadened my horizons right now. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? We can just put it like that. She's really taking it to another level.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, he's never had a threesome.
That's what we hoping to break today.
Well, not necessarily today. You know what I'm
But just
saying?
in general.
Like, no, I just, no, not even that. Like, on some real shit. Like,
Right.
one thing that the industry taught me, like, I'm very, very good when it, when it comes to getting tested, to, you know what I'm saying, with dealing with someone. Like, no disrespect to anybody else, but I just don't move just with anybody just to be able, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know you like that.
Right.
You know, and that's just about as honest I can be able to do with you. So I feel like, you know, when it's that time, and you know, I like women. One woman that I'll be able to pick out, I know he gonna love, and you know what I'm saying. And then we gonna get deal with it, and it'll be he gonna come to time with it.
Honestly, though, you know what I'm saying. But when it comes to that, because all of my life I've been so reserved, right? You know what I mean? And we was previously in a relationship at 19.
Okay.
So I know her before. Ariana. You know what I mean? So everything is like real personal with us and whatnot. But when it comes to the sexual the depths of it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's just based off of her, because I really don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
But due to the fact that she's my queen or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I just want to just
venture into it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So we can be on that same level.
Right. Was that something you always didn't give a fuck about, or did it take time for you to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't care about this that much because it's not really that big of a deal?
I mean, honestly, I feel like I've always been afraid, but due to the fact of my upbringing and whatnot, I wasn't allowed to explore that.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? And due to the fact that she has explored that enough, and that we're together, that's my excuse.
Yes, got you.
You know what I'm saying? So because I always believe a couple, you know what I'm saying, be on the same level, the same page, you know what I'm saying, same whatever. You know what I mean? So in order for me to understand her better, I have to experience, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and I always wanted to do that. I just didn't know how to.
Just didn't know how to go about it.
Without being perceived as like nigga, like you really weird.
Yeah. Right, that's what we're trying to stop.
Right.
The stigmatism.
We're trying to stop the male weirdness.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
You know, we always say, like, when you're growing up, you always want to impress your guy friends more than the girls that you're around.
What they call it again? It had a word. It was like homo something. It was
metrosexual?
No, it's actually like, so like guys, when they're around other guys, they want to perceive like,
they want to impress
if somebody if, let's say me, I like to get my ass ate, and if a group of guys don't, they're gonna be like, nah, I don't like that. Like, I'm good. I'm good.
A question.
Yeah.
I only got my ass ate once, and I felt extremely.
I mean, I never got it. I was just throwing it out there.
Put yourself.
I was just throwing it out there. I had to bang it up. I had to bring it up. I got one over there. I got to look over there like,
anybody else?
He look up. He getting his ass ate? How he getting his ass ate? He out here looking like that. I was just saying. But this is what we're saying. Like,
you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't feel like that. Nobody should feel like that.
Like in my adolescence, in my late teens, I got my ass ate one time in my entire life.
okay.
I like how it felt, but then again, because how it felt.
And how you grew up, like
it's how we grew up. It's how we grew up.
You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't see
I couldn't fully enjoy it because in my head
You was wrong.
I was being gay.
See, the problem is here, we as males don't have one friend that I could call and be like, yo, this girl, she just try it. Try it. Try it out.
I mean, I really want to call somebody like this.
Yeah, like this was happening.
I
Like,
feel like I needed bacon this because her salad. I like it.
What, really?
right.
So stupid. But each to their own. I don't think anything, you know what I'm saying, is wrong. And if that's what he wants to do,
Right.
I personally don't like, you know what I'm saying, giving it like all the time. But if that's something you want to do and that's what you enjoy what you want to do with your person, you know, intimately, and that's what y'all decide to do together.
Do you like your ass ate, like on a regular basis?
On a regular, no.
No, not on a regular.
On a regular,
but just surprise you every once in a while. All right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Surprise, got you tonight. Right. Right. Okay.
And always have the battle.
Right.
But I've been a lot of his first though. So
That's good. We always need one of our first.
Yeah, so I was with her at 19, so she was.
Yeah.
A lot of my first.
My man feeling like money over there.
I like that.
Right.
I like that.
That room look crazy.
From the back, he looked like Michael Jackson.
It looks soft too.
You know what I'm saying?
Silky and shit, right?
Right.
Is there something you think at this moment right now that you won't try?
No. No, I mean,
No anal.
I mean, for the only thing.
That's one thing.
You're completely against it. Even in like your personal life, like this is for my baby.
Wow,
okay.
And the prison shit, you know what I'm saying? I get 2 bids or whatever, so I don't fuck with the anal. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because of the 2 bids, I don't eat payday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because paydays, you know what I'm saying? If you find a payday on your bed and pen, if you eat that motherfucker, a big nigga is gonna come in your room and try to play with your ass.
Right. So, yeah. We don't want to do that.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm against though, but you know what I'm saying? I mean with her, you know what I'm saying? I mean that she's the only woman that I am comfortable of opening myself fully with.
Find someone.
Take me. That's really cool, and it's so rare for somebody to find somebody like that.
Yeah.
That like not only like physically but mentally but also spiritually, like you guys can also like have that special bond.
Yeah.
So I mean that's super crazy.
And I think you're supposed to do anything. If you I say like even if you get married, not even boyfriend girlfriend. If you're married, you're supposed to be able to try whatever it is you want to do with your wife and husband. That's how I feel. So therefore, his eyes, you know, unless if he's not part of that swinging lifestyle, his eyes, you don't have to sit in there second guessing, go anywhere, and wonder why this woman's doing this. No, you want your dick sucked all the time, so I'll become the best dick sucker for the baby.
Right.
Like that's how I feel you should be able to do.
It gotta be that communication though. It's gotta be a communication. It's not like a communication if you just running to do whatever you want. As soon as you don't get what you want, that's when it's not gonna work out.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Honestly, I was due to the fact that people know her for what she did in the business or whatnot. You know what I mean? People ask me, you know what I'm saying, that knows me since I was growing up or whatnot. You're like, you know what I'm saying, like, hold on, my nigga, like I remember her from when I used to jack off to her.
Right.
So and they DM me like my nigga.
Are you okay?
I see you happy as shit. But I remember her face, and when I looked her up, I'm like,
Yeah, you know, it happens to us a lot.
Right.
Like we interview a lot of like sex workers, we interview a lot of porn stars and just everything that comes to mind. And every single time we get a text message like, "You guys are fucking? Yeah, you guys are fucking these girls?" And it's like, man, it's literally just business. We want them to spread.
Honestly, when it comes to me, you know what I'm saying, and her or whatnot, you know what I'm saying. I mean, too many people nowadays are judged by their past.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't get a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? People miss out on the best things in their life because they look at somebody about what they did and now who they are.
Right.
You know what I mean? The people who we are today is because of our past.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And past or whatnot, you know what I mean? We didn't make it because we didn't go through enough. That's why we separated in the first place. So now she went through that and I went through my shit and now we together again.
It looks like it's a perfect harmony.
Stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think that she had to go through this porn shit. She's gonna be the one for me anyway because I didn't know how freaky I am.
That's got you certified.
Right.
So you got a whole degree. Whole degree in the fridge.
You know what I mean? And the world know that. You know what I mean? So I'm happy on together.
That's how you know.
That's what's up.
Give me the memo.
You know what I mean? So I mean, everybody asking like damn, I just seen like mad niggas like come on the face of me, but that wash is on.
Right. Do you have any expectations for tonight?
When I saw my
Do you have any wishes that you want to come true?
Nah, I'm
You're here just to enjoy the night.
I'm just here.
Okay.
I'm just
You're
here.
here to enjoy the night.
I'm just here. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm looking around and there's so many beautiful women. It's like,
I'm just here, you know what I'm saying, and New Jersey, living California's in here.
Right.
That's all I want.
You said Cali here, West Coast.
Cali here. Del Paso. Let me really make it. Let me pick the pinpoint. Del Paso Heights, Sacramento, California is in here right now. In New Jersey,
Let's go.
All right. You heard. Del Paso Heights.
I'm sorry, I'm over here trying to find some Hennessy because I didn't get the memo to bring your own Hennessy. I would have stopped at the store.
Right.
I didn't get
Somebody
the
told us
memo.
you like Tito's.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody told us you like Tito's.
I know, but Tito's are getting me in trouble. So not like that.
But that's why I'm drinking Tito's.
We usually do the Hennessy.
Yeah, we usually do the Hennessy. They told us to bring Tito's.
I'm different from Tito.
Unfortunately.
I'm light skinned. When I drink dark, you know what I'm saying, I get a little angry. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you need to drink some light.
Yeah, go ahead, drink some Tito's.
I got the bottle right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't make a commercial.
Tito's, you already know the sponsor of the event, Tito's.
Right. But I just mostly wanted to bring him on here because a lot of people that was in the lifestyle and he's never been, and to be with someone that's like me takes a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mentally, and to be able to deal with it that way and not be able to understand it. He's gonna have a whole bunch of people that come for him. You know what I'm saying? He has to be able to know how to deal with it because Ariana's one person, Jonelle is another person.
Right.
So you have to sit in here, you know, and be able to decide between the two. Like, which one do you want? That's the beauty of our sex life.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
And I want to put on record. Come for me, please. Come for me. Thinking that I'm square.
He got that thing on him. I mean, what?
You know what I mean?
He got the thing on him.
Come for me about mine. I
Jesus.
promise you.
It's an amazing time.
But
It's getting heated.
I'm happy to be here.
Like, we're happy you joined us.
Look up my YouTube comedian. I ain't Elliot. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get you digits so when you come back, you can come on our show and we can actually get a full interview.
Absolutely. I'm all with it. Let's go. Kelly in the building. 916 in the area.
Okay. Thank you. All I got is Tito's, man.
We got the brown. We got the brown now.
Well, I'm gonna tell somebody else's brown, but it's not right.
If it's brown, don't bring it around over here.
But I thank y'all. Appreciate it. If there's any more hot questions,
They have a whole bunch. They'll come up. They'll come up.
Just let me know. I'm ready for it. I got my birthday present. I got that vibrating in the mouth.
Oh, you do? Oh shit!
Oh, you might have some fun, nigga.
Being her best friend is harder.
Since I've been here.
That's your best friend?
That's my best friend.
I'm fond of the motherfucker too.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go out the way, Nia. Get out the way. Go. Say bye.
Come on up here.
Come on.
You wanna come up here?
Come on. You open your
Jessica in the
mouth now.
building.
It ain't no fun in the homies can't handle. I mean, what?
Jessica, come up here.
Best friends, man.
Oh, here we go.
Best friend about finding him up. Hello, best friend.
What's up?
How you doing, best friend? How long have you known Ariana?
Give us that.
It's a gift. That vibrating mouth shit.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to her.
Shout out to all my Pisces.
Are you a part of the lifestyle too?
No.
No? You just a best friend.
Nah, you know what? Don't. Yeah, okay.
Don't what?
No, she's not part of the lifestyle, but don't let, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Let
I'm not
it
part of
fool you.
nothing, man.
She's freaky as shit.
Oh, she's
She's freaky as shit. I don't care. Don't do that. She's freaky as shit.
That's not true. I thought we was
She's freaky as
It's not
shit,
about
man.
not being true.
okay. All right, so let's ask some questions. All right. So what's a fantasy that you have not fulfilled yet that you want to fulfill?
Nothing.
So you fulfilled all your fantasies already.
You got some Tito?
What was the number one on your list?
I had sex with my girlfriend's mother.
So that was on the top of your list, and that was.
I mean, it wasn't. It just as you go, play by play as you go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't have a list. It's like, hey, I want to do that. Let's see.
I want to do it, and you just make it happen. Facts. So she said she had sex with her girlfriend's mother. That sounds like a hell of a fucking time to me.
That sounds like a fun
Leave it
time.
right there.
So did it make any? So does your girlfriend know?
Just leave it up there.
Oh yeah, after you know.
After the fact, did it make things different? Was it like kind of like, or is she like?
We broke up.
Oh damn. Okay. All right.
I mean, girlfriend wasn't. I was set out for a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I think I ended up doing that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
We break up, and then it was over.
I would do some petty shit like that.
No, but think about it. I also started talking to my ex, right? We went back to his baby mom. I started talking to baby mother. I did a baby birthday party and all that. Pop up at the baby birthday party. Me and her together hand in hand. He walking like, somebody talking about some petty shit.
Hey yo, yo, she get the belt.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Talk about about petty, that's the belt right there. That's the whole championship, yo.
Yeah, man.
You know what it is? In relationships, you just gotta be honest about what it is you want. It's the games that get tiring. Like, in space like this, you have to be honest. Like, I was talking about that shit today. Like, you can look at, I'm grown. Like, you can be in a relationship and be like, you know what, this person is handsome. I see myself having sex with them because I'm grown. But then I step back from them and be like, you know, would I jeopardize my relationship? Then I'm not gonna do it. Like,
right.
But we all grown. If you want to fuck,
you fuck. That's it.
And you know you're in a situation where that's not gonna work, then it's not gonna work. That's when you know and understand yourself. So like as far as being her friend is different because it's room for that. Could you imagine being Napoli trying to enjoy your fucking artichoke dip and somebody like, oh my god, I seen you before, I was a jerk off to you. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
a lot. Like I'm trying to eat my shit. And like but I can like it's like but I can appreciate like the admiration people have for her because I've never had a situation where somebody ever like disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like but they always ask the same
But they always think me and her done fucked up too.
They always want, you know
what I'm saying? Like we just can't be friends.
Why. I think it's just that big dick energy I got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So it's like she took down real dick. What we call it by metaphorical dick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think a lot of guys have this kind of image in their head that all girls that are friends have once dealt with each other in some type of way.
No, that's what they want us to do. They want all girls that are friends to fuck.
Right.
So that they can feel like they can be a part of that and fuck them all together.
But it's also that comfortability because like women will get naked in front of each other and the friends, but guys won't.
But let me tell you something. You know what's the difference? There's no difference between a sexual relationship and a friendship. Like it's intimacy all the way around. So it's like the things that people get caught up on us is the intimacy. Because think about how friendships are structured nowadays. There's a lot of fucking hate. There's a lot of envy and all that. These are people that say I love her every day. Like I love her for real. And you know what's funny? Everything she got is mine. Everything I got is hers. There's not a I want this more than her, or I genuinely want her to win over me. And we don't have that. And especially when it comes to women. And it's weird as hell. But it's like people literally walk outside and their number one thing is to make a person feel lower than them.
Yeah, that's
So it's like that's why they end up fucking. Because it's this unspoken thing we got with each other. She's my yin to my yang and all of that. She got a man and all that. I got a man and all that. It doesn't matter. That's still my friend. No matter what.
That's real. That's real.
It's like y'all friends. I seen that intimate.
Yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying?
I could be like, y'all fucking.
See, like, but you see, like, but you see what dudes is like, but with girls it's like, oh no, that's supposed to be alright, right? Like, facts, she dead ass serious, facts, dead ass serious.
But I can see it. It's real. Y'all friends, it's real. I can easily turn on the back and be like, you know, it's nothing against true though. It's nothing. Like he was like, you know what? Let's see where this could go because business like we work well together. Let's see intimately, you know, because. But if it don't happen, you don't have to.
I don't know, because that's kind of like a thing, that's a line, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like that's not there with men like it is in women. I don't know, it's just different.
Because they're fighting that.
I don't know if it's.
Let's say something. My ex the other day told me he got niggas mad. The other day, and I said, damn, we could have been sharing the boyfriend. You feel me? Like, it took him being just open to people because of the situation he was in, and he was around a lot of different types of people, and that opened him up to the person that he really was inside. And it's just like, I don't judge you for none of that. And anybody that want to judge people for shit, like niggas is dying, like for real. People are not seeing tomorrow, and I don't give a fuck. This nigga wanna suck dick now. Don't care.
Dang. That's why I hate that
man
woman thing. Like,
right.
Let that man live his
dead ass
life.
men can have so many women.
Honest.
But if a woman is like, I want two
You
boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? It's a problem. Yeah, and that shouldn't be right.
You wanna be walking down the block, you with your man, and a nigga walk up on you talking about, that's my man, or some shit.
If I could sit up here and have two boys, no, I'm sorry, bad to say. If I could have two boyfriends, that would be beautiful.
No, but I'm saying that's what's the fight about. What's the fight about? That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, let's do this together. A 3-income household. Like, come on, do this together, man. We get a big house. We get a big house.
I don't know. I think the ego plays a lot. Since we've been young, we've been.
Ed and all that. I don't know what about. You know, a lot of people mind, right? I don't think that because, like I said, when George is mine, it's always about hours. When you think about what's next, how many things does people do that honestly don't take another person?
Yes, sir.
So it's like I gotta make up with you and figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's okay though.
Yeah.
But how did you start doing this?
How do we start?
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Somewhat.
Yeah. You said do some voice drops.
Oh, you want to do some voice drop?
Like Jody stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like,
That's Brooklyn. See Brooklyn and Brooklyn. Look at that.
I'm from Brownsville.
That's gonna be voice. So she asked us how we. She asked how we started this.
It's weird. We started with 2 more other guys, and it was just us
I don't
talking.
even really care though. That was the same way.
Damn.
We about to start our own shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called peanut butter and chocolate.
Right.
You know what peanut butter is, right? You know chocolate, right?
Peanut butter
I'm
and chocolate.
chocolate.
Oh, you chocolate.
She peanut butter. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Wait, that was too easy. Like, you gotta be peanut butter.
You gotta make it hard.
Jamaica's gonna be browning, so it's like.
Yo, you stupid, man.
I'm just saying.
We need to go and explain. I want to be right.
Oh, shit. No, we was open to be able to have our own podcast from a woman's perspective, especially when it comes to talking about relationships and sex and being comfortable from that. It is a woman's perspective, my nigga, no matter how you, this is what we do. This is what we do.
This the whole show.
Actually, but it's good. You gotta check it out. It's always we got a couple of episodes on Instagram. The thing about my perspective is.
She think like a nigga. That's what her perspective is. She like a man.
I think like myself.
You think like a nigga. I don't care about that.
This don't make sense. This makes sense to me. What you feel, I don't feel. So that's it. You're emotional. I don't make decisions based on emotion. That's how you
I am emotional.
Like I step back and look at the whole situation like, yeah, that really didn't make sense. That's why I don't argue.
It don't make sense to you. That's the thing.
It don't make sense to a lot of people.
It don't make sense. No,
It really don't.
it makes sense to some other people who are emotional. That's how that works.
Right now.
It's not an argument. This is a.
Are you emotional?
He's like,
Me, I'm emotional. Yeah, I'm gonna blow my whole shit. I was gonna try to tell you how we started. Now I'm here. Now I don't know what happened.
See, look at that. You should hurt his feelings sitting up here. Talk about that. Why you
Yeah, I'm emotional. We always know that. Yeah, we know that. Damn, she done just left. Right.
Oh my God.
Are you emotional?
Me? I don't consider myself emotional.
Right. One of us has to be emotional.
He says he's emotional.
He said no. He says it all the time though.
I'm emotional.
See, it's alright.
I'm a virgin. I'm all that.
What?
That nigga be lying, man.
I'm also a liar. So I'm also a liar.
He said I'm emotional. I'm a virgin. I'm all that.
Yo, it's just so much.
Yeah,
It's so much drama out in New Jersey, man. I just can't wait to get to
You
the
sitting here, right?
peace and quiet streets of East New York, Brooklyn.
Yeah, like fuck out of here.
Aren't you sitting here doing drugs?
Trust me, like I mean, it's peace and quiet streets of sensible people, like Uncle Murder.
Right. That's a sensitive motherfucker.
Shit. My cover is blown.
Do that.
We didn't believe that anyway.
Ariana, we're gonna get you on some voice drops too, but I guess we'll start with that. So we're gonna start with our own, and then we'll do a shout out for them for Respek the Blackout. You said we're doing an intro, right? Are you ready?
Ready where you are.
You ready? Okay.
Usually it's a right. No, but usually it's a right.
What's going on? My name is Omar the Rebel.
And I am the big pink fat and together we are
Tribe Chat. Make sure that you are listening to us. We are available on Spotify and Apple Music. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You want to make sure you also subscribe to our OnlyFans, get access to that explicit content, and keep up to date on all of our events.
That's right.
Your content is up there?
Yeah, we got content up there. We got new content coming, hopefully. But yes, we got content up there already.
I just want to let you know I love the sensual and intimate vibe of your content. I love the lighting on your content. Shout out to this guy back here because I know you said he helped you with your content.
This is my bro right here that actually specializes in photography and videography.
Yes, sir.
Specifically adult content. So
yes, sir.
I get professionals around. This is how we are able to stand out, man. I never take shortcuts. And I always try to push myself and my team to be the best.
Yes.
That's right. And Witchell is a part of our group as well. So that's what we do. We network for a reason because we have people in the lifestyle who have invaluable services to offer. So it's not just about coming together to fuck. Yeah, predominantly.
Right.
But we also have networking to do. We have services to, be given by those people that you're fucking. We can do other things besides suck dick and lick pussy.
Yeah,
but that's the main things,
We like that.
That's the bread and butter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people want to show out to get their fucking dick wet.
And if you're going to be a content creator, definitely make sure you hit up a professional photographer. We're not fucking on cell phones anymore.
Nah.
We're fucking on cell phones since middle school and high school. If you're going to actually make content, fucking get a camera and do some real shit with it.
Yo, look,
what you guys know.
but I would say this though. Hold on. Fucking move over. Look, I'm gonna rant, but I would say this though. When it comes down to making content, and when it comes down to anything associated with a brand that is business, that you're asking for money for. Yeah. And 100% against taking shortcuts. You want to be working smart and working efficiently with your money, but being cheap and being lazy is gonna fuck yourself.
100%, big time.
Yeah, man, the bullshit with like, why pay a photographer or why pay for the... Yeah, man, that's how we're able to stand out and have our shit significant. Because we have our show and we fuck with like, I told you what, Wake Up Studios and shit. It's how we end up getting the fuck with horrible decisions. And with the shout out from the Black Effect, man. Shout out to Black Effect and Charlamagne God. You know what I mean? For recognizing us. We ended up, our episode was number 9 on the podcast Comedy for Apple.
Shout out to you. That's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to Weezy and Mandy for having us on, man. But what you said, like I say, working hard is really the secret. Not taking shortcuts. That's how you're gonna get your shit right.
That's it, man. Let's do this other drop. What's the other drop we got going on?
For y'all?
This mic. No, we can do the other drop. Let's just fix this mic really quick. It's giving a back feed on it's coming from. Go. Yeah. We're good. Alright, what's the second drop that you guys wanted to do?
Alright, we'll do one for you. Respect the Blackout. Look at where are y'all available?
Everywhere you can get your podcast. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Respek the Blackout, Twitter, Respek the Blackout, everything Respek the Blackout.
And OnlyFans, right?
OnlyFans is RTB Podcast.
Alright, and both of y'all from Jersey, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, we're just giving us something to work with so that we can give you something that's nice. Alright, hey, when we do this, lean in and acknowledge them being from Jersey. Alright? So we're just gonna shout them out. You ready? Alright. What's going on, y'all? This is Omari the Rebel.
And I'm the Big Pink Pegasus.
Yes, we are in Key Swingers Tribe Chat Show. We wanted to tell y'all, make sure that you are fucking with Respek the Blackout podcast.
The Blackout.
Available on all streaming platforms as well as YouTube. And check out their OnlyFans for explicit content. And they are cool people.
Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey in the house.
Shout out to everybody from Jersey. Jersey don't get enough love, man.
Nope.
Jersey don't get
Dirty
enough love.
Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to East Orange more in general, up top, north. North Jersey.
Hooterville.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to North Jersey. Shout out to AK Swingers. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you hop on their Instagram. Make sure you go on their YouTube. OnlyFans.
Yes.
Crazy. The OnlyFans is crazy. If y'all want to see quality content, make sure y'all subscribe to their OnlyFans right now. You know what I'm saying? And tap in. AK Swingers. Thanks for having us again.
Yeah, and it looks like things are gonna get a little crazy in here.
Yep. We trying to get it on the popping now.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we went upstairs already.
Oh, it's okay. That's where the party at.
There's the red one, the green one, and the blue one.
Oh yeah, we saw that outside. I saw the ambiance set already. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely a mood. It's definitely a vibe set in there already.